What's going on, people? Imps View podcast show with me, Cornell B /DJ Cornell B in the house. Back again with another video. It's match reaction time to Lincoln City 1, Salford 1. Salford go through to the second round of the FA Cup, winning 4-2 on penalties after us, Lincoln City, only scored 2 penalties in the penalty shootout at the Peninsula Stadium. Before I get in the video, I have to say thank you very much to the 690 subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, honestly, you still have ample time. Honestly, my goal is to get it up to 700 from now to the end of the year, so it'd be very appreciated if you hit the subscribe button, hit a like, leave a comment in the comments box as well, and tell me your thoughts about the game, who played well for you and who didn't play well for you. So let's get into it. So today, us Lincoln City took on Salford City in the first round of the FA Cup at the Peninsula Stadium for a chance for us to get into the second round of the FA Cup. But we are out, obviously, of the cup, and I am very, very angry. I'm very disappointed in every single one of the players except for one player, and that's Eric Ring. Honestly, we saw some changes today. We saw Adam Jackson be in the team. Tom Heyman was dropped to the bench. We saw Dariqua keep his place. We saw Reach keep his place. Bradley keep his place, along with Wickens. We saw Valamy start alongside Bayliss. And also, we saw, obviously, Draper start as well, too. We saw Collins as well start as well too. Obviously, I just felt like, obviously, look, listen, there were brilliant changes. We had a strong bench as well today for the game today. But the 5-10 minutes, we was the better team, despite that Salford also had their chances as well, and they were causing problems too. But we was on the right side of things in that first half, and the chances we had in the first half was unbelievable. And we should have been taking them. But honestly, the positive side of things, we kept on getting at their defense. We kept on being positive going forward, and we kept on really asking questions of Salford, despite that they were asking us questions too. And then finally, we happened to get the first goal, and brilliant run from Eric Ring. Eric Ring has got to be starting in the next game. There is no joke about it, and this is a message to Michael Scopala and Lincoln City Football Club. Eric Ring has got to start against Rotherham. Yeah, he has got to start against Rotherham in next week. Honestly, he's got to start. No joke. No respect towards Rico Hackett. Big up Rico Hackett every single day. But Eric Ring, what a run! What an assist by Tendai Dariqua, and honestly, what a finish by Eric Ring / Swedish playmaker Ring. Honestly, how fantastic was that goal? Absolutely brilliant finish from head to toe, honestly. And we go 1-0 up. We start controlling the game. We start being on top like we always do. Yeah, Salford also had opportunities to score too. And, you know, brilliant saves from George Wickens. And then we go into half-time 1-0, and I'm thinking, you know what? Let's try and get the second goal. Let's try and make it 2-0. Let's try and get in. Let's try and cruise the game and really get into the second round of the FA Cup and make it through. And what do we do in the second half? Salford come back up on top. They start fisting us up in the second half. And then 94th minute, despite the changes, which I felt was I felt at first I felt, you know, good changes, and then when I really think it back, honestly, it was the subs were too negative for me. Yeah, real too negative, and that's one thing that Michael Scopala has to improve on. He's got to make the right changes, because if you see that we're winning the game, we are 1-0 up through Eric Ring, who was the only player that was actually bossing it in that game from start to finish. Yeah, Eric Ring showed what we were missing, especially going forward. Yeah, I'm not saying that Rico Hackett doesn't do it, but Eric Ring took his chance and he took his opportunity. But the changes, this is a message to Michael Scopala. You see us, we're winning 1-0. Yeah, you see that we're winning 1-0. You cannot be making negative changes because it impacts the game, and it makes the opponent even more have the opportunity for them to really go on and try and get a goal, which they did. Right? You see that we're winning 1-0. Leave it as it is. Why change it? You had other players that could have come on. Fawn could have come on. Obviously, Dexter could have come on. Lakeisha could have come on. But it is what it is. And then 94th minute, we concede. When I saw the minutes that was put on the clock, where I saw it said 4 minutes of added time, I said, you know what? Let's try and get the goal. Let's try and get the goal despite the chances we had from McGrandles and so on. And what do? We concede. We concede the equalising goal. And that is just not great. That is just not great. And then it gives Salford the opportunity and the chance to dominate, despite that we had more possession. But we just wasn't good. And we wasn't great. Salford were better in the second half. Extra time, we had chances. They had chances. And when you got players like Kelly and May, it's really hard to come by, and it's very hard to stop him out and keep him out of the game. And then obviously the injury in the first half as well to Ben Howes was an absolute blow. I'm hoping that it's not that serious. And an extra time, first half of extra time is all Salford. Second half, we start getting back we start coming into it. And then what? Tendai Dorica gets a yellow card for a foul. And I'm thinking, you know what? Keep your head. You're on a yellow card. And then second half of extra time, Tendai Dorica gets a red for simulation. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know you're on a yellow card. You know you're on a yellow card. You don't need to dive. You could have just gone on and shoot and take your chance and score. But no, you go in and get a red card. And this is opening the door to say, you know what? Dexter Lakeisha's got to start. Dexter Lakeisha has got to start. I mean, despite that it doesn't really count in the league, but you're telling me you're diving for simulation and the referee looks at him and says, oh yeah, he dived right there. No, you didn't need to do any of that. You could have avoided that. But all the rest of the players, except Eric Ring, has to really look at their performance tonight. Their performance today was not good enough. And not just only that, the mentality in this team has to be questioned. Because there are certain players in this team that don't want to play for this club. Yeah? Like, prime example, James Collins. What are you doing? Yeah? Where is the James Collins from last season? We want to see James Collins from last season scoring goals, being confident in front of goal. We're not seeing that this season. I don't know if it's low of confidence. I don't know what's going on with James Collins, but we're not seeing that. And I want to see James Collins get back to his best. I want to see the James Collins from last season bringing his experience, just like you're seeing Adam Reach bringing his experience. But losing 4-2 on penalties is not great. It's not. And it's an opportunity lost and wasted. But honestly, when we look at it from a certain point of view, we know what's important and what the main goal is. The main goal is to win automatic promotion in the league. We know that the league is the most important thing. I mean, I still want us to have a cup run in the Virtue Trophy. But missing out on an opportunity like this is not great. It's not great at all. And it's an opportunity lost in this. But other than that, the performance today wasn't great. Except for Eric Ring. And right now, Eric Ring has shown why he needs to be in the starting 11 against Rotherham. You understand? Because there are certain players on that bench that deserves to be playing. But it was just not good enough. And an opportunity missed. So, really, a message to Michael Skubala, an improvement for Michael Skubala is to make sure that you get the subs right. Don't make stupid subs and take off our best players and be negative about it. Because it's not the right thing to do. And I'm not happy about it. But well done to Salford on getting through. We just wasn't at our best, and we paid the price for that. But seriously, it opens the door for Dexter Lakisa to start. I'm out of words, man, because I'm disappointed. Absolutely disappointed. And I expect an improvement, an improved, better performance, and honestly, taking our chances in front of goal. Thank you very much for watching the Imps View podcast show with me, Cornell B, /DJ Cornell B. I'm just absolutely disappointed. I'm out of words. Make sure you smash a like, make sure you leave a comment down below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Up those imps. Have a nice weekend.